Hang on, let me put my drink down. Hang on. What's up, Cabela? Willow. Willow. Wiener. Wiener. Goose. What's up? What's up? Man, somebody should really chip up that tree that's in the yard. Man, y'all aren't gonna believe this. Hang on, wait for this temperature down here. Look at that. Goodness. Even the pigs didn't sleep in the barn. Morning, everybody. Chad, Doss Farms. Whew. First things first. Walking around a little bit, loosen up the back. It's still pretty tight, but it's all right. This view and this weather is helping, that's for sure. Tater's down there getting him some minerals. What I'm talking about, Willow, is the temperatures. I'm talking about the temperatures, Willow. That's what's unreal. It's fantastic. She's like, come to me. I see you, buddy. I see you. Oh, good dog. Oh, look out. There's the party crasher. Woo. I got 3 little boys in there. Well, two little boys. One huge boy, grown boy. And Ray. I'm going to make some eggs and bacon for whoever wants some, and then we'll see you guys here in a little bit. What's up, stud? What's up, stud? How you doing, bub? Hang on a minute. And there we go. Izzy poo. Here they come. The bacon bus. Look at the wheels on the fella. Wait, it's right here. Woo! There we go. Well, Izzy's gonna get him, and Lady. That's not Lady. Hang on. Which one's Lady? That's Lady over there. This one, the huevos that ain't supposed to have huevos. Gosh, she's looking good. It's gonna be a beautiful rug, man. Beautiful. I almost feel like I should have got him a tag, but that's not the rule here. Remember, steers we're gonna eat get blue tags. That's just how it is. Just how it is, man. That way there's no confusion. All right, well, it's actually been a few hours since I left you to eat breakfast. Now we're gonna go get a bale of hay from a neighbor and sit one in there for the big cows. It was pretty nice. The bale of hay lasted, was that last Monday or last Sunday? Either way, it lasted about 6 days for the cows. But you gotta remember, they were pretty stinking hungry and vegetation was really low when we gave them that bale. So now this next one should last a little bit longer. And if you're new to this, or if you're in the area, if you've had the rainy season we've had, it is a fantastic time to stock up on hay, just so you know. We've already reserved ours with our neighbor because I want them at that price. Oh, check it out. Hang on. Remember I told you I was gonna get me one of these. It's the safety plug, and it's just a loop, but it means you can hop off your tractor without it being in gear, or with it being in gear. And it's just so much handier. that run for a minute. I need to put some air in that other tire over there too. See if we got any overachievers. Overachiever. Ladies. Anybody feeling frosty this morning? Not yet. Huh? What's up, chicken butt? Frizzle. That's Miss Frizzle. She drives the school bus in case you didn't know. Woo! Well, I'd say we got a hole in it somewhere. I don't think it's go down that much just like that. But we'll check them all. Hey, if you're looking for a good, hang on, let me shut this. There we go. If you're looking for a good gift for somebody that's got a tractor, that thing is a lifesaver, man. If you've got equipment, being able to haul your air compressor with a battery pretty much anywhere, that's the way to do it, man. We'll check the front ones too. Well, that's filling up. Remember yesterday we DoorDashed, which it wasn't actually the DoorDash driver's fault, but we got these and we ordered these. So today I just went with Miss Ray to Tractor Supply and we got the right ones. But look at the difference. Here's what's crazy. This is what we wanted, which are 12 inches long, heavy duty. And this is what the guy at Tractor Supply put in the cart for the guy at DoorDash to bring us. I mean, it's not even close, man. Like a Tractor Supply employee saw this online, walked over to the shelf and picked up this. Friends don't let friends Tractor Supply on DoorDash, you know what I'm saying? Well, she was pretty low. Like she had 6 pounds in her. She needs to be a minimum of like 14. So we're gonna let her run. Like it's not gonna inflate them really quick, but it's got a nice scale on it. You can just set it and forget it. And then if you got a little project, you can go do that while she airs them up. But normally it shouldn't be that low. It's clearly got a hole in it. So I need to take that and have it looked at. But regardless, waiting, we can go up here and see if we can figure out where we want this gate. Looks like we're gonna have, oh, take it easy. Looks like we're gonna have an audience. The cows are also coming, but remember we're gonna go get them. We're gonna go get them a bale of hay, so we won't have to worry about that here in a second. Man, she's a good looking cow. But I need to move these panels and cut my boards off right here. These are some grade A. You can tell those are the premium boards. These are the standard boards that bowed and look like junk. That's so sad, man. Hi. Quit telling everybody we're over here. Hang on a minute. Yeah, once we get these cows distracted with some hay, I'm gonna replace 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4 of these. I don't know yet, we'll see. But I definitely need to rip these off so I can see where to mount our gate. And I was gonna put this on the inside like the fence guys did on our pig pasture. They put the welded wire on the inside so that way when the pigs pressed against it, they were pushing against the welds. But honestly, with cows, I'm gonna actually have it facing out because there's no, I mean, if the cows are gonna get out, nothing's gonna stop them. Pigs are a little bit different. They're gonna press on stuff just to press on it. Ain't that right, buddy? So anyway, let's go check on our air compressor. We got everything we need right here to hang this gate. And hopefully the cows will stay off of that. But yeah, I want to finish that fence today and put those face boards up there. We have not got a drop of rain that they were calling for. Like the other night, we were supposed to get almost an inch. Fizzled out right before it got to us. I mean, we didn't get anything. There's a small chance tomorrow, but it's one of them 30% chances where it's like, yeah, it might rain. But thankfully, it's not supposed to heat up until I think the end of the week again. Like next Saturday, it's like 101. I think we can get this front fence done before that. Snuck put it right here. Smells like fall. The best part is the little boys like tacos. So, means I get like all the chicken chili. One of the tires is really low, so I'm just up killing time. You guys are welcome. We're getting there. So you're probably wondering why I don't take the bad boy, and I explained in the last video when I went and got hay. Taking that auger off the back, especially with my back right now, injured my back yesterday, especially with the way that post hole digger works. That auger ain't coming off of there till I got every hole drilled I need for the next 6 months. Miss Ray just informed me she thought the fence was gonna be about 16 feet this way. Listen, boys, have you ever walked your wife out and said, here's where I'm gonna put that fence? It's gonna be right here. So you build your fence and you dig yourself some holes, and then you bring her home one day, a week later, and she's like, I thought the fence was gonna be over here. So anyway, the fence is moving, and that's how that's gonna go. I don't personally care where it goes. I do like my idea of the corral down there. The reason I was gonna move the fence to the west about 16 feet was to avoid this real harsh curve. It does take away from the aesthetics of the fence being on the roadside, but we'll see. I don't know that we can come over 16 feet because you can see how drastic the land drops right here. I'd really like to be up here just for the sake of controlling the water, but we'll see. I told her if we can't do it, this is gonna be really pretty. I'm considering getting some of that riprap, that big, huge rock that's like 5 and 6 inches, and lining the east side of the driveway, and then putting some of that moss that grows in it. I mean, I'm gonna make it really pretty. It's not just gonna be like thrown in there. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna have some plants. I want it to be really pretty. I do think we need to keep it up out of the water, but we'll see. We'll see. We got time. I kid you not. I was, hi babe. Ray just pointed out, they're locked out again. Somebody shut that gate.
They look like they're locked out again.
They are, I can see it. I zoomed in. They shut that stinking gate again. Now the one on the back side is open, but who wants to walk around? Of course, cows are gonna stand there and cry at the front one. There's a camera, but it's on the corral. I need to put it on the gate itself. Golly, man. All right, we finally got air in all the tires. We're good to go. So the fence was gonna be right here. Miss Ray wants it about 8 to 10 feet this way. But what I'm gonna explain to her is if we move it, it's a much more drastic drop. Does that make sense? Like the ground slopes more here. So if we do it, it might look prettier because it's up close, but it's definitely gonna slope faster, a lot faster. So it's also just hard for her to see, and that's just the way it is. She's a very visual learner, visual person. My mom and I are very like, I can see it in my head. I don't need a picture. I know what it's gonna look like. My dad and Ray, very similar. I gotta see it before you make a decision. I'm like, I can't do that. I can't build the fence and then you go, I don't think that looks very good. No, I built it. That's where she stands. Since the fence is fixed down at the creek, this is the pasture that borders our property, so we're going to see some Charlet in here again. Probably this week for sure, because that needs to be eaten. But I think he needs to move some hay first. Yeah, there's like, I think he said there's 330 bales in this pasture. Well, after we leave, there'll be 328. We already took one. Let's go grocery shopping. So we need to move this hay so he can get another cut. That's a beautiful old barn. I try not to film too much because this is just mom and dad's place. Man, it's just a beautiful barn, man. So cool. Gosh. The years and the stories and the miles on that thing. There's another one back there too. I've been in this one. I haven't been in there. I could go in, he wouldn't care. But I wouldn't without it. All right. This one looks pretty ripe. Let's grab it. I'm trying to figure out too. The birds. Are those martins? Look at them. That is crazy. They're eating bugs. They're literally all around me right now. There's probably 100 of them. Yeah, they're purple martins. I can see them. That is super cool. Now let's square up on this bale. It's a big one. Got it. She's a big girl. We could be all right. Hang on, let's go out the same way we came in so we don't crush his hay. Taters! Those are the tots. That's funny. Yeah, we need a purple martin house. I just decided I'm gonna order one right now. Shut the front door. What is that guy? Dude, he's as big as my finger. He looks like he's got 2 heads. Oh my goodness. Whatever he is, he's staying here. I don't want him. Oh my goodness, he's so strong. Oh my goodness. Oh good. Look how big he is. Yeah, he's staying here. Feed him to your chickens. Dude, I don't want that guy in my eggs. No way, Jack. In my rearview mirror. Pretty good. All right. I'm kind of blind going back to the house, so I'm going to pay attention. So yeah, I think we need to come right along here with pipe fence and then shoot right straight across there with either the 4-board or more pipe fence. I don't know, man. I'm worried about putting in a corral right there. I think I need to see what the water looks like first. What's up, buddy? Does that smell like home? There it June bug. Right. Save some for everybody. Here, Blue, that's how Mama does it. There you go, buddy. There you go, buddy. Miss Glory. Good morning. Bunny. Hey, I think today is the day. Can I have this? Got it. Woo! So that's the part that grows. That's just wild, man. That is wild. Now you're more symmetrical though. It looks like you're supposed to. Silly goose. Baby. Phineas. That's not blood, that's milkweed. Look at her, look, she almost looks better now. Good grief. Tipsy. Is Sky trying to lay down in it? Yeah, what is she doing? Tipsy, what's your little girl doing? She literally like laying down in it. Sky, what are you doing? Just get some and eat it. These aren't snacks for you. Sorry, nope, they're my snacks. You got to be the silliest cow. Taters, sharing with Grandma. Mm-hmm. Blue, how do you do? All right, it's time. Got the saw, got the drill. Let's, I took the strap off of that one. Let's get it off of this one here. Which this is easy. This is the new straps that like ratchet. But first things first, let's move this out of the way and rip our boards right here. As soon as they hear this, I think they'll come up here and get really curious. Got the buddies down there. Woo. So let's drill holes first and see what it looks like. What we got to decide is, do we want this post? Like, I don't want this to be where it latches. I prefer that to be where it latches because we're not going to have cattle. Like, we don't need this to swing open. If this swung open, we'd have to have something to kind of stop them going that way. If anything, we want it to swing this way into an alley one day. So we want it to be on that side of that pink post. So I think just about anywhere that we mount it is going to be okay. Let's try it. Let's put our top one right here. Is that right? Yeah, top one right here. We don't want to go this side or that side because then we definitely can't put a faceboard on it and hide anything. The hinges themselves are 3/4. So you always want to go with something just a step below 3/4. And if you're not familiar with fractions, 6/8 is 3/4. So you want to go with 5/8 and then you just pound it through if you need a little more wiggle room. Now comes the fun part. So yes, you could drill a 3/4 hole and it would just go right in, but this will really keep your gates a little bit stronger if you take your time and just crank her in with a 5/8 hole. I've hung a gate or two. This is a laborious part, but when you do it, she's in there like swimwear and these hinges will last forever. Just don't forget to put your nut and your washer on before you start cranking her in there. You'll regret it. Well, no thanks to Phineas over there, because something about not having thumbs or being able to hold a crescent wrench, I don't know. She's in there like swimwear. Hang on, let's get these boards out of here. She's hanging, she's swinging. That's all the further she's gonna close, and that's okay. I'll probably get a chain to hook that on there tonight, and they won't be too bad. Look at the baby sleeping by the tree. So pretty. I think that's pretty good. And instead of adjusting the hinge and making it sag or whatever, I've already got it sagging pretty good, and it swings all the way open. I'll show you when I move these panels. But instead of adjusting this even more, what I'll do is probably get a couple loads or scoops of base rock and put it right there and bring that ground up a little bit. So I think that tree could come out. I'm not super fond of it, and it's only going to get bigger and lean that way. Oh boy, that would be nice. But it ain't going to rain. If I say it might, it won't. So I'm just going to say it won't. Then it might. But yeah, that's going to be pretty clean looking up here, having a gate like this. All right, let me put these 2 last nuts on the back here, and we'll get her tied in pretty solid. Huge shout out to my buddy Brock over at Rock Hill, because he borrowed my bad boy tractor for about a week. He left this beautiful wrench in there, man. And he's pretty meticulous with his tools. I know he knows he left it in there. But we'll see if he watches my videos, because if he watches, he could text me back and I'll bring it to him. If not, I'm keeping your wrench, Jack. And this is why these particular hinges were necessary, because you've got a lot of play in there. I can level this out. I can extend this one, which would push the bottom out, but it'll raise it up. If I tighten this one, that'll raise it up. They're just really handy. And that's what was frustrating about getting the wrong ones yesterday, but that's all right. We got her all squared away. That looks a lot cleaner. Let me get these panels out of here and we'll take a look at it from the deck. I keep telling Ray, as much heck as we give MJ, he's doing a fantastic job keeping that pasture down. Oh yeah, look how clean that looks. Much better. I'll probably paint that black. It's got quite a bit of wear and tear on it. It was the driveway gate when we bought the place. So I'm gonna hit it with some Rust-Oleum and try and stop some of that. But again, our future plans, I don't know how long that fence will look like that, because we talked about putting an alleyway in, then we talked about putting a pond down there. So I'm not really sure, but that gate's not going to go anywhere for a long time, so it'll serve its purpose until we decide what we want to do, that's for sure. And now I've got 2 panels back. This is kind of why it was a little difficult for me to load some animals, because when AeroQuip reached out to me, I selected these panels and this number of panels because I knew what type of equipment I wanted and the type of corral. Having 2 less panels loading animals the last few months, I've missed my design here. Currently that gate over there is green, but clearly I've got nothing against green. Love these panels, man. Get ready. Now everybody down in the comments, now you can take out the dead trees behind the panels. I know, hang on a minute. Weena! Goes our Willow. What's up? Man, look how clean that looks. Are you ready? We got to zoom in so we don't see the tree Chad hasn't chipped. It's coming along on the back there. All right, ignore the not premium boards. But look at that. Look how much cleaner that looks. So I know it's at a slant, but if I don't slant it until I get some dirt underneath this side, it'll be about a foot high and Annie could walk right underneath there. So we'll make it right. I'll tighten it up. That's why I needed those hinges. Actually, the exact same hinges are right there. And that's why that gate looks level. That's the only reason the gate looks level. Hey, listen, my back's doing a little bit better. I know when I did it. I do know when I did it. And one of you guys pointed it out. Those battery boxes that I use to run my electric pressure washer, them dudes are heavy. And I picked it up and I was holding it out in front of me. Look, we need some power wash. That was silly with one hand, which was a terrible idea. Because actually my dad, when he hurt his back way back in the day when like we were all kids, it was when he lifted Matt to let him dunk a basketball. Shouldn't hold weight out in front of you. You shouldn't hold it above your head. I got to quit doing that, but it is what it is. I knew it when I did it. And then the next day I picked up 2 bags of feed and I threw one on each shoulder. And you got to remember, I went from 275 to 229 in about 45 days. And you just can't, you got to be careful, man. I mean, that's a whole bag of feed that I lost. You know what I'm saying? So God bless you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, eternally fire resistant shirts. If you know, down below. Love and appreciate every single one of you guys, man. I'm going to go in and enjoy dinner. Hey, if your wife won't make you white chicken chili tonight, she doesn't love you. I'm just going to put it that way. I'm going to get a lot of people in trouble with that. If you're not grown man enough to make your own chicken chili, if your wife's busy and does everything else, you're not a man. Just make that dish. It's delicious. We showed it off last year. It's awesome. God bless you guys from the bottom of our hearts. Thanks for watching day in and day out, no matter what we do. Peace.